Good morning, students. In this class, we are going to start the first chapter of biology. Okay, that is fundamental unit of life in class 9th science. Okay, so let us see what is cell and how many types of cells and the various contribution of biologists in the discovery of cell. Okay, so cell. First of all, what is cell? Cell is defined as the structural and functional unit of life. Structural and functional unit of life. Structural and functional unit of life. So you can say all living items made up of small units known as cells, and these cells present in all kind of living items including prokaryotes or eukaryotes. Okay, all living items made up of small units known as cell. It is also known as the structural and functional unit of life. Okay, now let us see there is some contribution of scientists in the discovery of cell. So let us see one by one. The first one, Robert Hooke. Robert Hooke. Okay, Robert Hooke discovered cell from the bark of the tree. Discovered cell from the bark of the tree. Bark is the outer covering of tree, or you can say tree trunk. Okay, bark is the outer covering of the stem or the main stem of the plant, from which Robert Hooke discovered cell in the year 1665. Now let us see the second scientist that is contributes his next one is Robert Brown. Contribution is discovered nucleus in the year 1831. Discovered nucleus. Now next one is, you can see, Anton von Leeuwenhoek. Okay, Anton von Leeuwenhoek seen first living organism, and that living organisms were bacteria and protozoa, living item from pond water. Okay, from pond water. Next one is the Sweden and Sloan in the 1838 to 1839 gave cell theory to explain the importance of cell in the living organisms. So Sweden and Sloan gave cell theory. Next contribution, that is Purkinje. Coined the term protoplasm. Okay, coined the term protoplasm. Protoplasm we will discuss in the structure of cell. What is protoplasm? Okay. Now next one, after Purkinje, Huxley. The name of scientist Huxley is also, and Huxley proposed that protoplasm is the physical basis of life. Huxley proposed that protoplasm is the physical basis of life. Protoplasm is the physical basis of life. That means when protoplasm present, the cell is referred living. When protoplasm absent, the cell is referred as non-living. So which fluid, you can say which fluid decides the cell is living or non-living? To answer will be that is protoplasm. When the cell contains protoplasm, then the cell is called living. When it is absent, that is called non-living cell. Okay. Next one, Rudolf Virchow proposed that new cells arise from pre-existing cells. New cells arise from pre-existing cells. New cells arise from pre-existing cells. Okay. Next one, simple microscope, compound microscope, and electron microscope. These are three microscope. And simple and compound are example of light microscope. Okay. And electron is the other one. So simple microscope discovered by Robert Hooke. And with the help of simple microscope, Robert Hooke seen the cell in the year 1665. So Robert Hooke, there are one more contribution, that is discovery of simple microscope. Discovery of simple microscope. Next one, that is compound microscope. It is most widely available in the lab. Compound microscope and simple microscope. Simple microscope. Sorry. Next one, compound microscope. Compound microscope. Okay. Simple microscope was discovered by Antony van Leeuwenhoek. Sorry, this Robert Hooke. Simple microscope was discovered by Robert Hooke, and compound microscope was discovered by Anton van Leeuwenhoek. Anton van Leeuwenhoek. Okay. And next one, that is electron microscope. One more, electron microscope. In place of light, beam of electron used to see the structure of cell, subcellular part. Compound microscope, electron microscope are discovered by Knoll and Ruska. Knoll and Ruska discovered the compound microscope. So this is all about the discovery of cell, that is various scientists associated. Okay, now let us see the types of cell on the basis of structure and difference between the two types of cell. When we will see structure of cell, there are two types of cells, that is prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. So let us see types of cells on the basis of structure. Types of cells. So there are two types of cells found in the living organisms. On the basis of this, there are all the living organisms classified into two types. First one is called prokaryotic cell. First one is called prokaryotic cell, and second one is called eukaryotic cell. Okay. First one is prokaryotic and second one is eukaryotic. So let us see what is prokaryotic. Pro means primitive, karyon means nucleus. The cell which have primitive type of nucleus known as prokaryotic cell. Let us see what is the meaning of primitive. All kind of cells surrounded by a thin membrane known as cell membrane or plasma membrane. Okay, and this cell contains the coiled structure that is known as DNA or chromosome. This structure is called DNA, that is deoxyribonucleic acid or chromosome. So what is prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell? See the structure, then we can easily define what is prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. U means true, karyon means again nucleus. Okay, so this is again DNA or chromosome. It is more than one. Okay, so what is prokaryotic cell? The cell in which the DNA is naked, not surrounded by the other membrane, that is known as nuclear membrane. It's called prokaryotic cell. And see in this case, so this is what, this is the cell membrane and this is the nuclear membrane, and this is DNA or chromosome. DNA or chromosome. So you can see on the board what is prokaryotic cell. The cell in which DNA is naked, not surrounded by nuclear membrane, is called prokaryotic cell. And this type of cell is the earlier one and is found in bacteria, archaebacteria and cyanobacteria. Okay, and what is eukaryotic cell? The cell in which DNA is surrounded by nuclear membrane is called eukaryotic cell. And examples of eukaryotic cell are amoeba, paramecium, okay, animal cell and plant cell. One more thing, prokaryotic cell are always unicellular, but eukaryotic may be unicellular or multicellular. Examples of unicellular eukaryotics are amoeba, paramecium, euglena, and examples of multicellular are, you can say, animal cell and plants. Okay, so this is all about type of cell on the basis of structure. Okay, in the next class we will discuss about the difference between, the various difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Thank you.